Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Thank you for stopping in. Today we have another episode of Gear and Gadgets. We have a very exciting unboxing to get into. We have a couple of other items, newer EDC items to touch on, and we have something here that you guys have never seen before that I'm very excited to present to you today. Before we get started with that, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. I release daily knife and EDC content, and hit that thumbs up button. That helps push this video out there to more people. Let us know what your carry is for the day down in the comments. So the first piece of gear we're going to talk about here is coming in from a company called Sparrows. This is the piece of gear I've never showed you guys before. This is a high quality, well thought out, patent pending, everyday carry lock picking set called the Sparrows Escort. Now, you have all your rakes and hooks here. You have a selection of 6 different implements, and your tension wrench is going to be housed in the very top of this gadget. Now, this is actually a lockpick set. And it has to be that way in order to make this high quality and actually functional. Because if this didn't lock, these arms would be moving around, and you just couldn't have that. You can't have that when you're trying to pick a lock. So this is actually a lockback style mechanism here, which is very, very cool. The even cooler thing is your tension wrench here is actually housed up here in order to get it in there. You push this forward, and there's a little slot here where that drops in, and that is going to keep that housed in there. It's not just going to fall out. We have a steel body here, just really clean, really well done. Now, these are coming in at $95, so these are not cheap. These are not just, you know, Amazon throw-ins or throwaways. This is a well thought out design that took a long time to get right, and it's extremely well made at that. Now, do you have to buy something like this in order to practice lock picking or anything like that? No, you don't. But if you get into it and you want to always have something with you, this is a perfect option for that. The only thing that would make this any better at all is if it had a option to put a pocket clip on here. I don't know, how they could do it or whatnot, but if this just had a very minimal pocket clip on it. Now, the way I carry this is in a pouch when I keep it with me, but this is such a small item that you could throw this down the bottom of your pocket or put it in your 5th pocket, and it's going to feel just like you have a knife in there. So really cool piece of gear. The way I found out about these is because I've always been into lock picking, and I watch lock picking channels, and some of the biggest lock picking channels out there deal with Sparrows and feature Sparrows on their channel. That is how I found out about them, and that is how I ultimately reached out to them. Just, I wanted to try it out and see what they said. They were hesitant at first because I'm not a lock picking channel. But because this is an EDC item, specifically on their website, which I'll link down below, I recommend going over there. They have a ton of awesome stuff on their website. But because this is a piece of EDC gear, and this is, in part an EDC channel, I know it hasn't been that way always. We've pretty much focused on knives, but my goal was to always make this a EDC channel, not just knives. Knives is the bulk of everything, and was 100% the content on here. But as I've grown a little bit, I want to start showing other items as well. So the next item is that exciting unboxing I was talking about. And this is coming in from Nitecore. I'm really, really excited about this one. I've been using the Nitecore EDC 25, the 27, for the last couple of months. Both of them, just strictly me using them. Now, Ashley uses several of the other flashlights that I have. We use them pretty much every single day. Whether it's for bike riding, just as a normal EDC light, for walks at night, taking the animals out, feeding the animals, all that sort of thing. We're constantly using flashlights. I'm constantly testing flashlights out. And, you know, people tend to complain about internal built battery flashlights, you know, and I think they have a role for everyone to have a internal built battery flashlight. People fail to realize how long these new batteries will last. That's the argument against them. You can't change them out once they die. Well, these rechargeable batteries are going to last a very, very long time. So long that the point at which they will stop working, you will want a new flashlight because the technology is going to be so far ahead of where, you know, these started that it just makes sense to get a new one anyway. And that's my theory on it. That, you know, and that's recharging this, using it, killing the battery, recharging it. You know, if you're using this as just a daily EDC light or around the house, you're not using it for hours a day or whatever, you know, you're just using it when you need it type of a deal. This is going to last a very, very long time. The battery technology nowadays is just absolutely insane. Now, this does come with a USB-C cord. It comes with a nice C-clamp lanyard there for the light, and it comes with a nice set of instructions. Now, we're going to do a separate video on this flashlight and another separate video on several different Nitecore products. I don't want to dive into all the details on this flashlight right now. I want to just touch on a couple of things. This has a few second burst of 6,500 lumens. Now, that's your max output, but it's for like 10, 15 seconds, right? And then it's going to drop down. But this thing is going to pack a punch, and typically that's really all you're going to need. You know, something that bright, you're just kind of going to be using it to light up and decide what is going on. You know, when you need that much power, you know, that is going to be long enough to decide, okay, to make a decision, right? I don't know the scenario, but typically that's going to be enough. And this is also going to be pumping out, I believe it was 1,300 as a normal high. Okay, so it'll be 1,200 on high, and that's 190 meter distance and a 2-hour runtime. The mid is 400, low 100, ultra low is 15. And I saw some people complaining about the moon mode, you know, not being there, or 15 being the lowest setting. And I feel like 15 is, I feel like that is fine. You know, I don't know. You'll have to tell me what you think, but I think 15 is low enough. So now instead we have a slide lock on the side. The 25 and 27, you use these tail switches. This is the first time they're introducing that lock. You also have your OLED screen here. It's going to tell you how much battery life you have, and it'll tell you what mode you're going to be in as well. We'll cycle through 15, 100, 400, 1,200, and then, or no, it should be, there we go. And there's your 6,500. Look how bright that is. And this is what I'm talking about. You get that 65, and then see, I don't know what the time is. It's probably 10 to 15 seconds, but it's going to stop you, and then it's going to recharge up. So it's not like you can't do it again. It's just going to let you do it for so long, let it, you know, cool off a little bit, and then you can hit it right back again if you need it. That's what that is for, if you need it, right? It's not that they're promoting this as, oh, it's a 6,500 lumen flashlight. That's not what they're doing. They're promoting this as a 1,200, you know, max out lumen flashlight that can push 6,500 lumens. Now, they are advertising, you know, the 6,500, which is pretty impressive in this size of light. Brand new lights in there, glass, aluminum body. We have all new texturing all the way around. This really looks good, really looks clean. The pocket clip has been like, for me. I wish it was a little deeper, but, you know, and I could see having an issue with it, okay? If you're going to spend $70, $80 plus on a flashlight, you're going to want everything to be the way you think it, you know, should be for you, or what you know you like, right? I just have to say, I have found these lights very, very useful. All kinds of texturing around the sides as well. So this is a rectangular long body flashlight, and it's not like, it's a good size, but it's not insanely big. This can easily slide down in a pocket of any kind. Gym shorts, jeans, khaki shorts, khakis. This will go down in a pocket. Where I've found when I'm EDCing this is in my normal pants, like my normal, they're kind of tactical, kind of like dressy. They have some extra pockets and whatnot in them. They are geared and promoted more to tactical classiness, right? But this slides right down in one of the pockets perfectly. You have this little butt end sticking out, so it's easy to grab it and pull it out of that pocket. It just works really, really well. So I do wish the clip was a little deeper, but it hasn't proven to be any kind of an issue. And now that we have this manual lock on the side, that's great, because now you can just throw this down right in your normal right-hand pocket or left-hand pocket. And if these buttons get hit, who cares? It's locked, so it doesn't matter, as long as your switch is locked open. Now, here's our USB-C port. USB-C quick recharge. You know, and they're going to get there, I think. Nitecore is. This is, you know, it's trial and error. They're doing innovation all the time, making things better. And I think in time they'll get all the things, you know, that the consumer wants in this flashlight or this style. I know people want the water rating to be higher with this light, and I gotta say, it's not high, you know, for their testing. But like I said, I've used the 25 and the 27 for the last few months. Bike rides, all kinds of different scenarios I've used them lights, and several times on several different bike rides it rained while I was using one of them flashlights, and I didn't know that they were rated low for water. I have had not a single issue, no issues. Like, you know, it wasn't monsooning, but it was just a normal steady rain. It rained on it, you know, I was using it, and I've had no issues with them. Even in the rain, you know, it's sprinkling, raining, no issues. So, you know, I'm not saying this, you could jump in the pool with it or throw it down in a puddle and it'd be okay. But I think in a normal, like if it's raining, you know, and you have it with you, I think it's going to be fine. You know, and I could be wrong about that. I guess that's something we'll have to kind of test out. But I think in like a normal rain to a sprinkle to like a little bit heavier rain, if you have this with you, I think it's going to be fine. Now, don't take my word for it, but that's just how I feel, how I think, just from using them in different, you know, atmospheres. They've been fine. There's a lot of nuances to get into with this flashlight. This is just merely an unboxing. I didn't want to go too far into things, but definitely an upgrade from the 25 to the 27, now to the 29. Definitely packing that large 6,500 punch, still getting 1,200 lumens on high. You have the awesome screen, the nice lights as well. The light on these flashlights are, I love this light. It's like a cooler white but it's not too cool, right? I love it, especially at night when it's real dark. This just works so good. Very, very well done from Nitecore. They have worked their way up my favorites, and they're pretty much sitting at the top when it comes to flashlights and battery banks. They are sitting pretty much at the top on both of those pieces of gear. Now, we spent quite a bit more time on that than I wanted to, so there's a couple things we won't get to, which that happens a lot. But a couple items we won't get to, we'll get to in a later video. But I wanted to touch on this. This is from Knafs, and this is just a little diamond sharpening stone. You get 400 and 600. This is like an EDC-able sharpening stone that you can, you know, if you need to touch up your knife, you have a little something, high quality something with you. And these are very inexpensive as well. I think like 10, 15 bucks, something to that effect. Very affordable, and something that would be very beneficial to have with you in some way when you leave your house, whether it's your pocket, a pouch, a backpack, something like that, just to have something with you, so that way if you do run your knife into something, you booger it up or whatever, or you just realize you grabbed one and you forgot to strap it. I've done that many times, you know, and you have that with you, you can touch your edge up and get it nice and sharp again. Like I said, everyone, I will leave links to Sparrows down in the description. I will have the Nitecore EDC 29 linked down in the description through their website and through Amazon. I will also have the Knafs sharpening stone or sharpening file link down there as well. Those links do help out the channel. If you want to support what I do here, you can use those, and that is a massive help. I appreciate all of you. Let me know what you think of the couple of items we talked about. Which one was your favorite, and which one do you want to see more of in the future? We got lots of stuff coming up in the EDC gear and gadgets videos, lots of different stuff. So hope you are enjoying these videos. I'm trying to do them as much as I can and find a good system to do these. But hope you're enjoying them. Let me know down in the comments what you think. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button before you head out. I always appreciate that, everyone. If you're new here, I release daily knife and EDC content just like this. Make sure you are subscribed. Ring the bell. That'll notify you anytime I release new content. Even live streams, which I hold every Saturday, every Monday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. All and everyone is welcome at the live streams. Would love to have you there. Would love to have you here as well. I will put up a couple of new videos. Go check one of them out for me. Have yourself an awesome day. Thank you all again for watching. I will catch you on the next one.